So have you got that BNF in the other?
Sure.
What's it? The BNF? That's not the BNF.
Yes, open it.
Whatever. I bet you're all wondering what this is and what... This is one of the BNF, the British National Formulary that we also know and love. Way back in 1911, the National Insurance, as Lloyd George came up with the National Insurance Act, which basically allowed people working class to get sick pay, get medicines for free, etc., that sort of thing. But that was 1911, around then. But what happened afterwards was that there were local formularies all over the country, which became quite sort of like confused, etc. So come 1929, and then again the second edition, 1933, a national formulary was created. Now, it's not like your familiar British National Formulary, because in here are all sorts of formulations, various formulations that people could have, and these were literally because people paid a national insurance, and in the national insurance system, they could get things free, as you can see from that, with a prescribing dispense which are not covered by the dispensing fee. So there's certain things that weren't covered, while there was other things that which may be obtained and charged to the chemist's fund, etc. So as you can imagine, this actually was the first ever BNF, British National Formulary. And so you might think, actually, what came next? So post 1947, imagine the birth of the NHS. So we now have the British National Formulary in 1957. As you can see, this is still mainly lots of formulations, etc., going into what was in there, unfamiliar to what our modern BNF looks like. And then fast forward to 1971, once again, formulations, etc. But things were about to change after 1971. In 1981, British Medical Association, with connection with the Royal Pharmaceutical Society, revamped the British National Formulary. The reason being, lots of medicines were being manufactured, pharmacists or chemists weren't actually requiring or were actually making these. So what happened was that they came out with the BNF that we know and love. And the first edition, the BNF number 1, was actually 1981. That initially was roughly the size of that, actually. And over the years, as you can see, into massive amounts of information. And what was in here, because what people actually wanted was the indication of the drug, name of the drug, indication of the drug, formulations available, side effects, interactions, and just general advice on prescribing. These sort of things didn't give you. All this was just like some nostrums and there we go. But then, obviously, you can't carry that around with you all day long. So welcome to the modern digital era. Here we have the British National Formulary. We can pick and choose whatever drug you want. Thank you so much. I hope you found that useful.